1 year can change your life, but 20 can change a generation. And where you are, let's say in 2003, is probably not where you are in 2023. Some of us who grew up in the early 2000s, in the early 90s, we were struggling and we're just getting out, experiencing life. But now in 2023, age has brought about a certain change in our life that we can look back and laugh at the mistakes that we've all made. Rewind, Dima! And that brings us to 50 Cent, who, by the way, wasn't doing so bad in 2003. His G Unit and, like I said, business proposals and propositions and successes in hip hop were top of the line in the early 2000s. And oh, by the way, he found his way into dating Vivica Fox, who at the time was a B-list actor in Hollywood, very popular in the African-American space. And that is exactly what happened. 50 Cent started dating Vivica Fox. It was a romance and it didn't last so long. And this was after she married Christopher Harvis, who, stop the show, was a bum and didn't have any money of his own. So when she got with 50 Cent, it was pretty much meeting her match, a black man in Black America that was doing a lot better than her. But of course, Vivica A. Fox dropped the ball. Now, I want to talk about 2023. Fast forward, Dima. Now 50 Cent is doing Power. Still relevant, he's changed forms, he's adapted to the market, and he's still somebody in the industry. Just not in the rap industry. He's now into movies, films, TV shows, but he's still 50 Cent nonetheless. Still very rich and still doing great. Well, Vivica A. Fox, on the other hand, is not doing so well. You see, because Vivica A. Fox is, well, she's on Fox Soul. And she doesn't look like she used to, although she looks nice, and I will say neither does he. But Vivica Fox is still looking for somebody to deal with her, even though opportunities are bleak. She recently came onto the Sherry YouTube channel, which is the Sherry Show TV, and she had this to say about getting back possibly with 50 Cent.
Somebody who didn't seem happy about the movie was your ex, 50 Cent. 50, yeah. He posted about it. Yeah. But what's what I said? He's still saying your name. 50, y'all dated. And 50 is still, or shall we say it's Curtis Jackson. Curtis is still saying your name. How you feel about that?
Well, my phone started blowing up, and I was like, Lord, what I do now? And they said, yeah, Curtis finally said something about your movie. Yeah. And I took it as a compliment. I did. I was like, that was his way of showing support. Thanks, boo.
Okay, but I know. Let me tell you this, and I don't know if y'all remember, because y'all remember when 50 and Vivica was dating. Y'all were dating.
13 years ago.
13 years ago.
Okay.
And I remember it was some kind of award ceremony. You was on stage and your body was popping. And I remember Curtis, like, he was in love with you, girl. Would you ever think about getting back together with Mr. Curtis Jackson if he came instead?
Well, Ben and Jen did it again. Why not?
Because I'm like, he say your name, the way he say your name, I'm like, there's still some feeling and fire there. Right there. And this is good because you single. You are single, you are beautiful.
Yes, I am very single.
And you're very open.
Yes.
But you said, what kind of man? Yeah, look at somebody else like, uh-oh.
I see you,
So now, see, what kind of man are you looking for, Vivica?
Well, I'm looking for a partner. Can I say that?
A partner,
And when
yes.
I say partner, I'm straight, y'all.
Somebody in life that can compliment you.
Right, but people will run with that child. Right.
Hell, when I saw you, I wanted to run with it. I mean, damn. You fine, Vivica. You fine.
Thank you. A good partner, someone that's
fun. You got pretty lips too, Vivica.
Thank you, baby.
So what's your partner? What you want your partner to be like?
Sherry, I've never saw this side of you.
See, when you protest too much, it make you come out. Don't protest too much.
Someone that's fun.
Somebody's fun.
Got their own identity. Their own career, their own money. Because you know we ain't.
That's right, we're not trying to.
No.
Ain't no real estate
we
here.
ain't doing that, no. I'm not trying to be a sugar mama.
But it sounds like Curtis, who you talking about, Curtis Jackson.
No, and she trying to make a re-love connection or what?
But no, not even Curtis. You know what? It occurred to me. You are an actress. You have been with some of the hottest your male co-stars.
Yes.
You've been with Morris Chestnut.
Yeah.
You have been with Will Smith, Boris Kojo, Lorenz Tate. First of all, you didn't kiss all of these men.
Yeah, I won Best Kiss with Will Smith for MTV.
You won Best Kiss with Will Smith for MTV, but how did you even concentrate with all of this chocolate?
Girl, I know.
Sugar. Woo!
And I'm just gonna tell y'all this, I kissed him for all of y'all, okay?
So you see, she wants to get back with 50 Cent, but the reality is Vivica A. Fox is a toxic lady with a lot of animosity and a lot of evil. And she's desperate to get 50 Cent back, but that's not gonna happen because number one, why would he need her? Number two, she's not what she was, I think, to him 20 years ago. And he can do a lot better than her right now, especially since he's worked on himself. And that's what she's trying to do. She wants somebody to take her serious. And I just don't think that that's going to happen, right? It's just not. It's not going to happen. And the reality why it won't happen is because Vivica A. Fox is not a competitive mate. You see who he's dealing with, Cuban Links, and there's other women out there in the industry, and she just can't keep up with it. And you know, the only kind of guy I believe that Vivica A. Fox could get with is a guy that she could possibly control, and a guy that could, I don't know, give her some money. Now, stop the show. I mean, she would be paying the guy's bill like she did in her first marriage, right? No high-end man wants to put up with a feminist who's a toxic and, you know, dislikes black men as much as Vivica A. Fox. I mean, don't you remember what you said about Kevin Samuels? Like, Vivica A. Fox is really hateful towards men and really spiteful towards men and has a big issue towards men. And when you act like that, that's the issue. That's the problem. And, you know, it's just what it is. And I don't think that you're going to be able to see her get with anybody. And, you know, these women's shows can make you feel like, you know, that she's so beautiful and she's doing so great. But the reality is this: Vivica A. Fox hasn't been able to get the men that she wants consistently for about 25 to 30 years right now, right? And she got married in her early 30s. And when she did, it wasn't the guy that she could get. That's pretty much what it's about. And that's the reality in which we deal with. And I'm not saying it's just her reality, but it's going to be a lot of ladies' realities living in the past. There's a term for it called being a has-been, when you're basically living in the past, not telling the truth about your situation, and you think that somebody really wants to be with you when they really have no value for you. And if 50 Cent wanted to deal with you, it'd be very easy for him to reach out to you, which he won't. And the reason why is because he's not going to get anything out of it, right? He won't get much out of dealing with Vivica A. Fox because Vivica A. Fox has failed to, you know, alter herself to a woman that can deal with a man to the level of 50 Cent. I'm going to say it again, okay? She has failed to alter herself to the level of a man like 50 Cent. And that is why she will always have these problems. Always, okay? Always. That's the situation. And it's the truth, right? And a lot of ladies are going to have to understand that no matter how good your professional career is, no matter how much all these other things are, if you're not a woman that can really deal with guys, you're going to have these problems. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Put your follow, subscribe to the bell. We're out.